Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Speak Up Sis YouTube channel. My name is Angel Charmaine, and I am your host for all 30 days this September of the Everyday Woman series. And today is day 6. We've got another beautiful woman in the space tonight who's going to share a little bit about going from fear to fearless. But before we do that, I'd like to thank our sponsor for today, and it's none other than the brand spanking new CHRYSALIS Community. The CHRYSALIS Community is the brand spanking new Speak Up Sis community. It is a women's only exclusive community. It is a life and wellness community. We provide resources, knowledge, and support to women inside of this community. There is support for entrepreneurs as well as women who are not entrepreneurs, but who need a little spiritual support or maybe some financial support. Maybe they need some knowledge and some resources to improve their business finances or personal finances, or even in their relationships. It is a community that helps the whole woman. So I invite you all to check out the brand new exclusive women's only community, CHRYSALIS. You can visit CHRYSALIS at speakupsis.com/CHRYSALIS, and you'll see the banner at the bottom scrolling during the conversation tonight. And afterwards, please go check it out. For this month only, for the month of September, we are offering an exclusive one-time opportunity for you to join the community at $12. That's $1 per month for a year. So an entire year subscription is only a one-time payment of $12, and you will be able to access the resources, courses, free ebooks, discounts from our partners, and all that good stuff for $12. That's it. I know, but only through September 30th while this Everyday Woman series is running. As of November 1st, the price will go up. So we love to have you be a part of CHRYSALIS. We love for you to check it out. And if you like it, great. Stay more than a year. If you don't like it, well, it's $12. You haven't lost much, right? So I think you'll love it though. So check us out at speakupsis.com/CHRYSALIS. So tonight, the woman who is joining us tonight, her name is Coach Starr. She's special to me because she's family. She is actually my first cousin, one of my first cousins. There are only 4 female first cousins in my family, and she and I are 2 of the 4. And we've been pretty close all of our lives. So I'm really excited to have her to join us tonight. And she sent a recorded message to you all. So let's go ahead and hear from Coach Sapphire Star tonight. And she's going to be talking about going from fear to fearless. All right. So let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Sapphire Star, also known as Coach Starr, and I am founder and CEO of Organized Chaos. Thank you so much, Angel and Speak Up Sis, for creating this space and opportunity for me to share my story and share my journey. Thank you for having a platform for women to share and speak their truth. And so today I'm going to share with you how my journey from fear to fearless, and how I went from a teen mom growing up in the projects of Savannah, Georgia, to globe-trotting scientist and CEO. In this journey, it was important for me to understand and realize that life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, right? And so even though I didn't necessarily make a decision to become a teen mom, I did not make a decision to become a teen mom. And at a very young and early age, I realized that my decision didn't necessarily dictate, or my my decision didn't dictate or determine my destiny, right? And so becoming a mom at 14 obviously was life-changing, life-altering. My life from that point was never the same. And so I had to grow up. I had to become responsible. But that decision also, what it did for me was it caused me to think in terms of, you know what? Now that I'm a mother, I have to do better. I have to be better. So I had to, again, change my perspective. And so I began working at a very early age to take care of my daughter. So I became a writer for a local magazine called the Freedom's Journal at 15 years old. And so Les Brown says it best for me. He said, you have to, in order to be successful, you have to surround yourself with quality people, right? And so for me, it was the owner and operators of the magazine, Mr. and Mrs. Yusuf Shabazz. They gave me an opportunity, and it wasn't a handout per se. It was an opportunity for me to write. I also ran and operated their restaurant in Savannah, Georgia. So these people influenced me and encouraged me to persevere. So as I'm going through being a mom, I'm in high school. Of course, there was naysayers, there were haters, and there were people just basically I was written off. Like, oh, you're gonna be, you want to have all these kids, you're going to be a welfare mom, you're going to be living in the projects. And for me, I was determined to, like I said, be better and do better. So throughout high school, I worked. I worked from the time I, became a mom, and I worked all the way to graduation. And so one thing for me in my graduation, because with my daughter in tow, I was so inspired by the journey that I had been on at this point. Even in my high school graduation invitation, I wrote, "In the middle of difficulties lies opportunity." And that carried me from that point forth, because it was like a pivotal moment in my life. Like, it was one thing that I can say, oh, okay, this decision led to me to where I am now in the being and persevering, right? And so I had to learn to be patient, because me and my daughter, and I say this like we were both successful in that moment, because my daughter is she's 28 years old. And so this journey for me has been a long journey, but it was preparing me. It was setting me up for greatness. Like that decision prepared me for who I am today. The ups and downs, the vacillations, the naysayers, again, the haters, that decision prepared me. So I don't have any regrets. And I say that we are both successful because my daughter and I, we've been through a lot, but it caused me to be successful. Like I said, it prepared me, and it was that, okay, this is preparation for future you. So your decisions that you make today is going to prepare you for the future you and the success of the future you. So here I am, I've graduated, now I'm going to college. And again, I was saying about the pivotal moment from fear to fearless, because obviously up until this point, there was some uncertainty. There was some things I wasn't really sure about. But once I graduated and I had that quote in mind from, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, every obstacle I came across, then it was like, oh, this is an opportunity for greatness. And this was the turning point from going from fear to fearless. And so I began college, and in my third year in college, this is another thing I had to learn about being patient, is that things take time, right? And in my third year in college, I decided that, okay, I want to be a scientist, because prior to, I was, pre-med. And again, being a mother, it was like, listen, I cannot go another 4, 5, 6 years. I need to be able to take care of my daughter today. I'm in my third year in college and working 2 jobs. I'm like, something has to give. And that's when I decided to become a scientist, because I was like, okay, I got another year. I can graduate. I could take 18 months. And then I can become a scientist, and I can graduate my bachelor's degree and a bachelor's in medical technology. And so that was the patience, right? And again, when you make a decision, when I made my decision, reflecting back on it, I realized, again, these things were preparation and setting up for the glow up. in my life. And then eventually I graduated from college and became a scientist. I've been a scientist for 20 years, right? And so again, coming back full circle to the decisions that we make and learning to live with them, learning to love them, learning to one day laugh about them in hopes that, you know, this is who I am, right? Les Brown, again, he said it best that, you know, we are all born unique, but we die copies. You are uniquely you. And success is really about freedom of expression and being who you are. Because if we're walking around here trying to be like everybody else, who is going to be you? And so my story, my journey is uniquely mine and is my decision. And I've learned to live with it, and I've learned to own it, and I've learned to thrive and be better because of it. Thank you.
I always forget to turn my mic back on. Thank you so much, Sapphire, for joining us during this Everyday Woman series and sharing your own personal testimony of being a teen mom and going from, you know, being afraid of what could be, what might be, what might not be, into getting to a place of fearlessness, a globe-trotting fearlessness. So I appreciate you and I thank you for your story. I'm telling you, so far, these 6 days have been awesome. If you have missed any of the days, no worries. You can watch all of the women right here on this YouTube channel. If you have not already subscribed to the Speak Up Sis YouTube channel, please do that right now. Subscribe and then click the notification bell so that you get some warnings, some little notifications of when we are going to be live. But for the month of September, every single day at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we show up right here so that you can hear just a snippet of a woman's testimony. And prayerfully, it will inspire you to open up your mouth and share your testimony. Remember, Revelations 12:11 tells us that we overcome him, we triumph him, the enemy, right? And guilt, shame, self-condemnation, and all that ugliness, we triumph him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And many of us want to talk about Jesus, but not many of us want to share the word of our testimony. In 30 days this month, you all get to hear 30 different testimonies. That's a whole lot of overcoming, y'all. So I invite you to join us here every day for the remainder of the month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got a different woman every day. Please show up for her as she has shown up for you and for herself. I appreciate you all. Don't forget, our sponsor tonight is the CHRYSALIS Community. I welcome you all to join the community. For the month of September, it's only a one-time payment of $12 for the entire year. That's not $12 a month. That's one payment of $12 for a year's membership in the brand new women's only exclusive CHRYSALIS Community. You can check us out online at speakupsis.com/CHRYSALIS. All right. So I'll see you all back here tomorrow for day 7. And we'll meet another woman who will share a lesson lived, laughed, learned. You all have a beautiful evening. Until tomorrow. Good night.